I signed a company doing $23 million in revenue with one cold email and a 3-minute Loom video. Most people think that it's crazy to sign a big company and you need some type of intricate funnel or sales process or whatever it may be. But I did it with literally just a Loom and a cold email. And today I'm going to show you exactly what I sent, the actual email, the actual Loom breakdown, and why it works so that you can do it for your own company and just copy me and do the same thing. So here's a story of how this actually happened. So I found this company on Apollo when I was searching for marketing agencies in the US. I'm not going to name them obviously, but I could immediately see from their website and from their LinkedIn that they had strong services, but they probably were not doing any sort of outbound. They were probably relying on referrals or inbound leads to get actual new businesses, right? So I sent them a cold email, which was nothing crazy. It was just pretty straightforward offer that explained what I did. But the thing that made all of the difference was that I had a call to action in there that mentioned if I could send over a quick Loom video via, or fuck. But the thing that made a difference was that I had a call to action in there that said, hey, can I send you over a quick breakdown of how this works via a Loom video? That's literally it. That's all I sent. One low friction question, and they replied and said yes. Then I proceeded to record a 3-minute Loom video. I pulled up their website, I had my face on there, and I walked through exactly how we'd help them add more leads based off of their services. I kept it very short, very concise, and to the point, and ended up converting into a call, and I closed the deal. So I'm gonna break down exactly how you can do the same, and I'll show you what to send, and how to convert to an actual deal. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here's a quick video breakdown of how I signed a $23 million company using Loom cold outreach. So I'll show you the breakdown of step by step of how I did it, and then I'll explain how you can just pretty much copy me and do the same. So first thing that I did was obviously I found the $23 million company on LinkedIn, on Apollo, I believe, and I reached out to them. I said, hey, are you interested in an offer? Blah, 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 blah. It was a standard offer. It was nothing crazy, but it was, I believe I didn't even have case studies at the time. I just reached out to them. But this goes to show you that without any case studies, without any special offer, this works super well. I reached out to them and then I sent them a low friction ask of, hey, can I send you a quick video breakdown of how this all works? And I think this works super well and it works better than just like a standard soft CTA of like, hey, can I send you more information? I'm interested in hearing more, yada, yada, yada. Because obviously that type of stuff works too, but this works even better because if you're like, okay, from the prospect's perspective, they're going to be like, wow, this guy actually made a video for me. I get emails all the time and everyone's like, can I send you more information? But this guy actually made a full-on video for me. So maybe I'm interested. Let me go watch it. So after they said yes, I recorded the video with their website in the background, just like this. I showed their services, how, in this case, I was pitching lead gen. For you, it could be anything when it comes to your offer. But just take a look at their website and be like, oh, based off of this, here's how our offer can help you. It's really offer depending on what you have. But I reached out to them and then showed pretty much how we can get them more leads. Then after I recorded the video, I embedded the Loom in the reply email. The prospect watched the video, booked a call, and then I closed, just like that. So here's how you can actually do something similar for your agency, your B2B business, whatever it may be. But first, I want you to avoid these mistakes that a lot of people make. The first big mistake that a lot of people make is they'll have a Loom, they'll make a Loom video that's very generic before the prospect even say yes. So what I mean is like they'll have this like Loom video and they'll send a Loom video in the cold email and they'll be like, yes, I hope you watch this video or whatever it may be. I made a video breaking this down, whatever. Now there are tools that can automate this, and when you reach out to them, you can automate the entire process, but it'll go into the second point that I have here, which is don't send a generic Loom. But essentially what I'm trying to say here is only make Loom videos for prospects to say yes, because otherwise it'll be a waste of time. You will get a lot of people that are like, okay, I'm not interested. I don't want to hear this. Fuck off. Whatever it may be. Because if you make it for every single person, and let's say you have a 3,000 lead list, that's 3,000 people you have to make a Loom video for. You only want to make it for people who say yes. Now you might be like, well, Arian, I can use this one tool and it automates the outreach. I don't think that works as well, because the second mistake that I see people make is they make a generic Loom. Because if you have tools like that where it just makes a Loom video outreach for every single prospect and you reach out to them, it's very generic. The prospect can tell that it's AI and that you've sent this to other people. And so it just doesn't end up working out as well as if you made like a hyper personalized Loom video for only people who said yes, because it's just too generic, right? The benefit of a Loom video is that you add a personal touch to your outreach, and it's a super easy way to build some trust with your prospect, right? Instead of sending a generic Loom video, you should instead just wait for the prospect to say yes, and then you make a Loom video like this, and you say, "Hey, John, here's how our offer can do blah 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 blah," or help them get to a certain desire, because it will convert a lot better from people who've already said yes, right? The third mistake I see people make is they have a terrible hook. Obviously, nowadays with the attention span of social media, everybody has a very short attention span. And so you have to capture your attention super, super fast. In the first 10 seconds, you should be like, "Hey, John, my name is Aryan. Thank you so much for watching this video or clicking on this video. Here's what my company does. Here's some offer. Here's what this video is going to be about. Let's get right into it." Right? Instead of just saying, "Hey, my name is blah, 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 blah." Like it doesn't capture their attention. You have to capture their attention super, super fast. Otherwise, they're just going to click off the video and be like, "This guy's trash. Like I have better things to do." Final big mistake that I see is there's no clear call to action. At the end of the video, a lot of people will be like, "Yes, thank you so much for watching. Bye." And then they'll just leave it at that. You do not want to do this because there's no clear call to action. There's no clear next steps. Instead, what you want to do is you can say, "Hey, I can show you how we'd actually do this for your business by over a quick call. So would this time or this time work? If not, I'll leave some time below and you can book a time to chat." It's pretty simple, right? So the 4 big mistakes: don't just send a Loom video to everybody. Only send it to people who are interested, because it'll be better in terms of timing. Second, don't just send a generic Loom video. Don't just have like this. Don't use your softwares that just send out massive like volume with the Loom, because yes, that can work, but I promise you, it'll be much more high converting if you only make it personalized for every single prospect who say yes. Third, make sure your hook is good and pretty standard stuff, social media stuff, right? You need to capture their attention super fast. And then fourth, there's no clear call to action. Have some clear call to action. Okay, here's what the next steps look like. Let's get on a call. Would this time or this time work? Boom. Pretty simple, right? Again, the reason why this works is the prospect will make 2 micro commitments and you'll be able to build trust with them. So first, you send them a cold email. They say yes to the cold email. That's a small commitment. Then they watch the Loom in its entirety. That's another commitment. And then they'll book a call, which at that point, they've gone through 2 or 3 commitments, basically. And what ends up happening is you'll get a much, much warmer cold email lead, since they've seen your face and ideally you've shown some social proof and you've personalized the Loom to how you can help them specifically, right? Rather than, again, a generic Loom of, "Okay, here's what we do, blah, 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 blah." You've specifically gone ahead and made a specific video for them. And it helps you it helps you a ton, pretty much. So let me show you some examples of how I've done this in terms of a Loom when I reach out to prospects. So pretty much, really, like, you'll notice the offer is pretty simple. "Hey, Mackenzie, notice that this company is similar to one of our clients, so we help them do this. I made a 3-minute Loom video breaking down how we could do something similar. Can I share it with you here?" He just ended up saying, "Yes, I'm open to watching the video prepared." Again, super simple copy. It's like 60 or 70 words. And I just say, "Can I send you a quick Loom video?" Very simple, very to the point. And the biggest, you pretty much let the Loom and the case study, in this case, do all the selling. You can easily copy this. Just take your best clients who have the best case studies, target similar people, and then make a Loom video breakdown of how you can help them. Another one: "Hey, name, I was browsing Facebook when I came across your ad or company name's ad on your jacket. I noticed a few things on your creative that could be hurting your conversions. I made a 3-minute Loom video breaking down what it is and how to fix them. Can I send a video here?" Again, this is like 50 words, 40 words, I don't even know. But it's like, "Okay, hey, I was browsing Facebook," and you don't actually have to be browsing Facebook, but you can just say this in email. "I was browsing Facebook and I came across this. I noticed a few things on your creative that could be hurting your conversions. I made a 3-minute Loom video breaking down what it is. Can I send a video here?" Pretty simple, right? Third one, and I actually ended up signing this guy. "Hey, I noticed," again, it's similar to the other email, but what I did differently here was I said, "Hey, I think we can do something similar for you. So I made a sample email based off of your case studies and services. Can I share it with you here?" And so pretty much what I ended up doing was I made this guy a personalized lead magnet, and then I made a video going over the personalized lead magnet. And so if you already have lead magnets, let's say you go after HVAC companies offering Google Ads. If you have a lead magnet for how HVAC contractors or like home service businesses can get more leads using, let's say, Google Ads, you can just record a quick Loom video going over that, and then that lead magnet. And then while you're going over that Loom video, You can be like, okay, this would apply for your services here because you offer this service, or you're in this location area here, so it would be really good if you rank for this keyword, right? You see what I mean? So it's like you record the Loom video over a lead magnet you already have. And yeah, I ended up signing this guy and ended up becoming a case study. Now, what do you actually say in the cold email, right? After you made the Loom, you pretty much want to have it like this. So you can see I said, hey, I've attached the video here, which is literally right there. You'll notice around this mark, I speak on how we can actually do this. If this is valuable to you, how is your availability? So clear CTA, right? And the reason why this works so well is, again, you have their thumbnail, or you have your thumbnail with your face embedded on their website, and it gets them intrigued. They're like, oh wow, this guy actually spent the time out of his day to go on my website and record a personalized Loom video. Nobody else does this for cold outreach, so I'll definitely check it out. And the way I did this actually was, if you just paste the Loom cold email, if you paste the Loom link, press enter, it'll just automatically embed. Then you also specifically call out a certain part of the video which makes them watch until done. So here I'm like, hey, you'll notice around this specific marketed video, I speak on how we can actually implement this outbound system into your business, right? For you, it could be anything else. It could literally be anything. At the 1 minute 45 mark, I talk about how this one simple keyword could help you rank higher than all your competitors, And so it gets them first, this thumbnail gets them to click on the video, and then this little thing right here with the line where you call out the specific part of the video makes them watch at least until then. And then finally, a clear call to action where you have, okay, if this is valuable to you, how does this time or this time work? Literally in the video, in the Loom video itself, I say, hey, I left below a few times to chat. This is what I mean by I left below a few times to chat right here. And you also leave a link to your calendar in case that doesn't work. So super, super well. Now you might be like, okay, Arian, I got all this. What do I actually say in the video? Basically, just follow these 3 things where you greet them, you have a hook, and you just outline the video. So, hey, John, my name is Arian. Thank you so much for watching or clicking on this video. Here's what I'll go over in this video. Boom, 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 boom. And here's what my company has done in terms of case studies. Keep it very short and simple. Like, don't want to spend too much time on this. You instead want to spend a lot of time on the meat of the video. After that, you walk them through the process. You just and don't walk them through like a super complex funnel or super complex workflow. Just make it simple, but obviously give them some value. This is the paradox. You have to maximize the value without overcomplicating it. And this is just what happens as a marketer. You have this entire complex process, but you have to figure out how to condense everything while giving the most amount of value, but keeping it super simple that anybody can understand. And then after that, you just thank them for watching and pitch a call. So, hey, thank you so much for watching. Here is, that's how we can offer. If you're interested in how we can implement the same for your business, let's get on a call with this time or this time work. Very simple, right? Greet them, make a hook with some case studies, get into the nitty gritty a little bit, and then thank them for watching and pitch a call. Remember though, 3 to 4 minutes max. You don't want too long. If you have too long a video, they're not going to watch. Loom automatically has it so that it's 1.2x speed. And so if you make a 4-minute video, it'll be like 3:30 or 3:45. If you make a 3-minute video, it'll be like 2:45. So that's what you actually say in the video. Now, quick summary to end this video off. Pretty much send a 60 to 90 word cold email, end it with Kness and a quick video breakdown. When they say yes, only when they say yes, record a 3-minute Loom with your face on their website, say their name, show your case studies, give free insight. Call to action should be a call. And in the same thread, reply with the Loom video embedded. And by the time they're on the call with you, they've said yes twice. They've seen your face. They've heard you talk. You've shown off your case studies, and they're already semi-warm. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much the entire video. I hope you find this video valuable. Go try it out. I guarantee you guys will get results. If you are a B2B business who is making 30 grand a month or more, and you want some help with this type of stuff with Loom, cold outreach, go-to-market system, cold email, whatever it may be, book some time below to chat with me. Here's some results we've gotten our clients. So this guy's closing deals. This man Mike closed a $60K deal, he said. As well as Jamie saying we added $300,000 to his business so far. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.